IPBA Day Global Zoom. And a word from our president, Terry Worth, who is coming across the scary airwaves of outer space. Welcome, Terry.
Hi, how are you? We are here in Reggio Emilia. We've had a wonderful meeting today. We're going to have a buy-sell program tomorrow. Oh, now that's really scary.
That was a nice creepy effect, Terry.
Thank you, Jeffrey Sanfilippo. Scary Terry here from Italy, and we have a whole group of wonderful Italian friends here, and they could say hello. So say hello, everyone.
Buongiorno.
It's ciao.
Ciao.
Jeffrey's here as well as Afonso and Monica.
And I see Fritz in the background.
Yep, all familiar faces. So we're having a great time.
Excellent, excellent. And then it's dinner in a little while, so you shall be leaving early, but that's all right. You will get to see some wonderful photographs of not only perfume bottles, but vanity items and things that are cute and scary and frightening. One of the great things about Show and Tell is that we get to look at our collections in a completely different way. And of course, we're sharing our items with people who truly appreciate this and can understand the complexity of the bottles, the beauty of the bottles, and in this case, the scary, frightening aspects of the items. And it's also about finding and reconnecting with an item that we haven't seen in a while. Our IPBA Day is on currently. It's 24 hours for your time zone. And we have updates from this poster, which was created just 2 months ago, and that there are over 11,000 perfume bottles and vanity item treasure photographs in the virtual museum. 252 company histories, 55 different themes, and 43 specialty articles. So if you just happen to be looking at the virtual museum and our website to help identify a bottle that you have or have seen, which is a wonderful research method to use, you might want to think about taking a look at these different articles and other things that are on the website. The Flamingos are having a gathering on November 16th. Everyone is invited to join us. And our show and tell is going to be flamboyant and interesting stoppers and tops. And then, of course, we have a group photo, our Flamingo report, our board report, and then we talk about the convention, what's happening. Our next one is going to be in February. I don't have the date yet. And then, of course, at the very bottom, very important, our April 23rd through 26th convention. And I understand that Italy is very interested in coming. We are thrilled and are excited to see you there. Okay, and now we go into the haunted edition of Show and Tell. This is my bottle. It is a Henri Duponchel bottle, circa 1840s to 1860s. It is rock crystal with silver gilt. Now, Henri Duponchel was a French architect, and he designed many opulent perfume bottles, rock crystal with silver gilt, with 18 karat gold, with platinum, many, many different designs. They're fabulous. But this one has dragons, which fits into our scary motif because dragons are very scary. And if you have any doubts, ask all the little kids in Paris looking up at the gargoyles and other sculptures on top of the buildings. This one is on top of Notre Dame, and they're used as rain spouts. But you can see the great detail that Duponchel used for his dragons on the shoulder of this bottle. And the other interesting thing is that his architectural training led him into being one of the set designers and then being in charge of set designers for the Paris Opera. And that's my interesting bottle. I now have Afonso to talk about his pair of bottles.
This is a bottle from a Portuguese company based in Oporto. And the bottle is round with a spider net. You say in English that?
Yes,
And,
web.
they have two different sizes, and it's very unique at this kind. That's all the information. I think it's about the 50s, 40s, 50s, around that. Mhm.
The tassel on top of it.
Yes.
the large bottle.
The name of the company is Tinoco. It's a perfumery shop they produce for themselves.
Thank you very much. Jeffrey, this is from Perfume Passage.
This is a coral perfume jewelry insect. So underneath the insect, you have a little place to put cotton and then put your perfume, and it is a brooch.
Yeah. Actually, I have it as a fur clip to hold your fur together.
Yeah, yeah. So this was not the fur clip because a fur clip would have two of them. Sorry, I confused everyone. So the fur clip has two to clip them together. This was just one that is a brooch.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And wait, don't go, Jeffrey.
Oh,
I have 3 for you.
3.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So this is a Coro as well. It is a bat. Same concept. Behind is a pin. So you pin it to your vest and then you have a place to put cotton behind it with your perfume. He's one of my favorites. Red eyes. Very spooky.
It is. It is. All right. And this one.
Ah, the spider. So this is Coro as well. So I love Coro perfume jewelry. This is a spider, same concept. So he has a pin behind him, and then you have a place to put cotton underneath. So happy Halloween, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gorgeous stuff, Jeffrey. Gorgeous.
Really.
And these were in Perfume Passage. So we will be able to take another closer look at them in April. Terry Worth.
Oh, okay. I talked about this today at the meeting. This is a chatelaine, 1850s. It's got 2 dragons on it. It's really tiny. I love it. It's very whimsical. It has gold veining through there, and it's enamel, and it is just gorgeous. The dragons on there are a lot of fun. They have big bellies, and I like that about them. They look very good. Okay, so bear with me on this purse, okay? I have 2 stories to tell about it. When I bought it at a church bazaar, and it was the sweetest, prettiest Art Deco purse you could find. It had orange and brown on it, really great decoration. And then I thought, oh, it's got this really neat crest on it for this scary event. So I decided it was a little dirty. So I tried to clean it. And I used my uncle's famous, use baking soda, washing soda, and put it in a pan with some aluminum foil and pour hot water on it. And so I did that to clean the silver on the frame of it. And lo and behold, it took away all of the decoration on this purse. So that's a horror story for everyone. I am not a fan of cleaning. I don't want probably never clean anything ever again. But the neat thing about this purse is I bought it, like I said, in October. And, around Christmas time, I didn't know much about it. It's a Whiting and Davis purse. And there's a crest on it. Barbara, can you show the crest? There's a crest on it. Do I have a better close-up?
You do? but there's
That's-
your Whiting and Davis.
There's my tag. It was in pristine condition when I got it. So be careful when Terry buys anything from you because lo and behold, it could get damaged. But go ahead. Is there another? Yeah. So there's this crest on it. I thought, isn't that the weirdest thing that Whiting and Davis would put a crest on their frame that had a skull and crossbones? And we happen to have some members, Mike and Sherry Miller, who are experts on Whiting and Davis purses. So I wrote to him. It was the day after Christmas, December 26th. And I thought, oh, he'll get back to me maybe in a month or so. Within four hours, he had written me a 5-paragraph page about this purse, and it was really special. And I'm going to read some of it. The crest on the purse is unusual in that it belongs to the Phi Kappa Sigma, all male, secret and social college fraternity. Its members are known as the Skulls or Skull House because of the skull and crossbones on the fraternity's coat of arms. Phi Kappa Sigma was founded by Dr. Brown at the University of Pennsylvania in 1850s. Anyway, we recognize a few of the heraldic elements on the crest. In the center of the crest is a skull superimposed on a crossplate or footed cross. On the upper left appears to be the Greek letter theta. On the modern crest, the symbols in the location are MDCCCL, which is 1850 in Roman numerals. And then on the lower left is the lamp of life with its flame of knowledge, which is a symbol of higher education. On the upper right is a hand pointing to a 6-pointed star and holding a key and scepter. Possibly this has something to do with the fraternity being the key to high achievement. Anyway, he said that from time to time, we have seen 1920s era purses with a sorority crest attached to the frame. Greek sororities were very popular on college campuses in the 1920s. We suppose that these were given as gifts. The coat of arms and the purse was not attached at the Whiting and Davis factory. The most likely explanation is that it was added by the jeweler where the purse was purchased by her or her boyfriend, because it's not perfectly centered, and we would guess that the culprit is one of the latter. Anyway, he also goes on to state this was a secret society. So this purse is really unusual in that it was given as gifts by a secret male society of higher education. And I thought with the skull and crossbone, it fit the motif for Halloween. And that's my second story. My first was a horror story, and my second was an unusual story. So don't pass up those mesh purses at church bazaars.
Now we have Peggy Meyer up.
This is a DeVilbiss perfume lamp. I think it's like 1920s, late 20s. Scary night, with the moon. I got this one. I belong to an international forum and have since 2014. And one of the members posted this one day for an ID because it's not marked in any way. Well, of course, I squealed when I saw the picture, and I wrote that, I could basically give you every inch of information on this one, and I proceeded to. And then I sent him a private message and asked him how much he wanted for it, because he was going to sell it. But I think you have a second photo, yeah, with all the different parts. The one in the center, of course, is the well that would fit in the top there for the oil. And of course, the bottom for the bulb. And you can see the little cutouts in the cover that would allow the aroma to escape. This set is just, the theme of black for Halloween. They are all DeVilbiss. The one in the center, of course, is the matching atomizer and powder. There's 1930s the one on the very top is shown in the 1932 catalog. And the bottom ones, I think, were shown in, I think 31. And these are volupte. They are Bakelite. And you can see the set there on the bottom. And then just a single.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Deep, deep black.
Deep, deep black.
Yeah. Well, thank you for showing them for us.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I wanted to know on the De Vilbis, what kind of bulb does that take? I mean, you said it was 1920, so
That one is taken. I got it here with me. Probably a regular bulb because the socket, I don't know if you can see it.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it looks like a regular bulb to me. I was just surprised
Yeah.
to see that, and I would think that if you put a regular bulb in that it would mess up the heat from the
well,
bulb.
they're very low wattage.
Oh, okay.
The
All
ones
right.
you put in, think the nightlight type bulbs.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I couldn't really tell the scale of it.
Because the maybe an inch and a half across.
Okay. It's beautiful.
So, this
It's
is
really
this
beautiful.
is one of the smaller ones. Now, of course, they did come much larger. But this one is, like I said, probably about an inch and a half across.
And is it painted on the outside, or is it actually in the glass?
The design was probably painted by the builders. They bought the glass from other people, and it is white in the interior, as you can see.
Yeah.
So it was probably milk glass, and but it does look painted. The design, you can see the brush strokes in the trunks of the trees. Margaret and Ken Wintmeyer did a book not too long ago. This one, it's called The Wordless Perfume Lamps.
Okay.
And it basically breaks down every lamp that they made.
Wow.
And it is there's just some absolutely drop dead gorgeous ones.
It's interesting because my house was built, they started building it in 1917 and they finished in 1919. So this house is from 1919, that era. And I wondered if that's kind of the thing they would have had here originally.
You might want to check with the, I don't know if the IPBA library has this book
That's
yet.
what I was wondering. Do they?
Yeah.
If anybody know?
You can check with them and see.
Okay.
And, that way you can try it out. And, you can always buy your new, buy one for yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Well, we're on the topic of the IPBA library. You can go to the website and go to the library and you can download, but check online because I'm pretty sure there is a listing of all the books in the library. Is Helen?
Oh, what do you know? I still on unmute. Okay. Let's see, this is called Cast a Spell, which is perfect for the topic. And this is done, let me see my notes, for the, where is it? Oh, fiddlesticks. Stanley Home Company. This is kind of like Avon, door to door. It wasn't a real high end, but I thought, oh, this is perfect.
It is.
Topic. So we've cast a spell. 1955.
Okay. It says refreshant.
Yeah, well, that just means it's a low grade. It doesn't have a whole lot of perfume oil in it. Okay, this is a little interesting one. This is the Witch's Cauldron, and it was put out by Styx. Now, Styx was commonly done by Coty, but in this particular case, this isn't done by Coty. This is done by Raleigh. Now, why would that be? Well, come to find out, Coty purchased Raleigh. So this was their take on Coty's Styx, and it's a solid perfume. and it's from 1950, and it's the Witch's Cauldron.
I've never seen it in the
That's
original
very
package.
interesting.
Yeah, that's why I liked it. You know, I'm not that much on solid perfumes, but it's in the package and it tells you how much it costs. This one is from Jamaica, and we bought this when we went to Jamaica.
Oh, wow.
And the deal with this is that it's a local industry. The women crochet the outer surface here. You see the white there? That's hand crocheted by the local women. And the white witch, I don't know how much you know about that. Most witches are black witches. That means they're in the evil part, but a white witch is a good witch. And in this particular part of Jamaica, there was a good witch. So this is supposedly based on the legend of the white witch from Jamaica. It's a souvenir item. Oh, this is fun. This is the evil eye. You know, this symbol, you recognize that symbol when you stick your thumb up between your first two fingers of your hand. This is a sign for, if you're afraid you're around something that's demonic, you put up, oh, this is against the evil eye. So here we have an example of this in a tiny little Figaro perfume bottle, and it's called Chance. Atkins started off in England, but by this time it had moved to South America. And this is a fairly hard to find little item, and I could not find a good year for it, but it's got to be sometime after when Atkins went to South America, which is like post World War II, I think. Let me double check here. Where is it? I went from England to South America, a date unknown. So that doesn't help us out any. But anyway, it's a fairly rare little mini, very small item.
Okay, well, I did not know that was the
May I say
symbol.
something? This is a special edition made for Brazil.
Oh, yes.
They used to make that in Brazil because when you use that, it gives you good luck.
Exactly, against the evil eye. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good luck. Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, it's one of my favorites, especially because it's in black glass. My gosh, that makes it even better.
Yes.
And I don't believe it came in any other color glass. This was not a thick up on the ground item, kind of a, as Alfonso mentions, kind of a limited edition kind of thing. This next perfume is Circe. And you could see Circe there on the side of the bottle with the wolf, and she would change men into wolves. And more commonly, we're more familiar with her changing men into pigs. And this happens in the Odysseus, the epic poem, the Greek poem. So this was done by the Moray Company. And there on the back, you see Circe's. So that's a rather nice one too. That's 1930s French. Can't talk. I think I got a couple more, one more maybe. Aha, this is for my spooky story.
Yes.
Okay, this is kind of strange. This was given to me as a gift in 1995. And the person that gave it to me said, this has just been issued and I wanted you to have it. Well, it had just been issued, and then the person who was issuing it dropped down dead within 2 days of issuing it. I kid you not. This is not a story. The guy was, what do they call it? He cast horoscopes. He was an astrologist. His name was Patrick Walker. He was an American who went to England, and it's spelled Patrick, no K. And he ran a horoscope column called Celeste, and that's the name of the perfume. It's a marvelous smelling perfume. But anyway, he died of food poisoning, and everyone said, well, he's an astrologist. How come he didn't know this was coming? And the story goes that when he was born, his mother did not record the time he was born, so he could never cast his own horoscope. So he didn't supposedly know it was coming. Anyway, I think that's a little bit on the creepy side. And it's covered all over with astrological signs, which is the next picture, as you can see, different symbols. I guess that's Virgo, and then we got Leo, the different signs of the zodiac.
Aha.
Yeah, that's what I said, huh? But that's the story on that one. You can still get it online. It's still available. It's a marvelous smelling scent, by the way.
Yeah. Very interesting bottle design. Just, look at that. And it's certainly one where the name fits the bottle design and the whole presentation. And look at the box.
Yeah.
And next we have Virginia Merrill. This is a very fragile hand-blown bottle from Germany. It's circular and it has raised and painted owl sitting on a smiling new moon. That is a new moon. and it is circa 1920s through the 1940s, and it's 1.75 inches high.
I do know that there are 4 different versions of this particular bottle.
Okay.
And there's been a discussion for a long time. What was in it to begin with? Was it actually a perfume, or was it, more of a novelty? And I still don't know 100%, but there are other versions, you can get other versions.
Mhm.
What are the other versions?
I think one may be a witch. Who I thought Terry's husband, somebody in the club did have some of these at one time. That's what I'm basing my information on.
Okay.
Don't know. Well, something to look up.
Well, I can't find anything on it.
Well,
But it is probably German.
yeah, it's marked Germany on the base. You
Yeah,
can
okay,
see
well,
this
there
little
you
red
go.
here.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I love how they capped it with black wax. That's just, part of the presentation.
Mhm.
It's actually a cameo bottle,
I was gonna say it looks
and it's Stevenson Williams Dolce Relievo. And Dolce Relievo is ivory or white glass cased with a strong contrasting color, which in this case is brown. And then the brown glass is etched to reveal all the details. And as with any cameo perfume bottle, the details are exquisite. Once you carve into the top layer, you start getting shadings of the colors. And you can see down here for his beard where just a little bit has been carved into the brown, and then up here it gets lighter and lighter. And that carving gives it the dimension, the 3-dimensional look of it, of a cameo bottle. And, an archival drawing shows this to be circa 1885, and most likely that is a sterling silver cap on it. Alrighty. Czechoslovakia spider bottle. It's blue or maybe violet in there. You've got the spider on it. You've got the jewels on it, the pearls. Just exquisite, Czechoslovakian bottle, circa 1920s through 1930s. This is Joseph Schmidt black clip crystal with a clear prism beveled stopper. It has a silvered metal spider here that looks like it has a red belly. So maybe it's full with blood from a victim it has previously had for lunch. And it is attributed to Toriet and Bardock, marked Austria, circa 1930s, and 7.25 inches high. Colleen Barrick sent this in. Colleen, are you here?
Oh,
Guess not. I don't have any information from Colleen, although you can see the spider on the front and the back. It is a swivel top crown stopper, so it would be a sprinkler top. You would sprinkle it. This is silver overlay.
Walter Spurger?
Pardon?
Aren't these Walter Spurger? I'm probably saying that wrong. Anybody else know?
all I know is they usually are German.
I think there may be some information about this in the museum.
This next one is also from Colleen, and these are the fun ones. These are the sheaths. And the creepy crawly thing about these monkeys is that you decapitate their heads to reach the perfume.
The only thing worse is the bears that came with the compact in their belly, and you opened up their belly to get to the compact.
That would give me nightmares.
So you've got the bears and the monkeys. Oh, now we have Scary. And Jennifer, this is
Ah,
you.
okay. This is a Voodoo Magic Perfume Stick. It is Magic Wand, excuse me, perfect perfume stick. And the original label reads Fragrance Number 7 Voodoo, sold by G.W. Keaton Company, Elmira, New York. In researching this, there's no prominent perfume company named G.W. Keaton. Um, it's most possibly produced by the Backhorn Company, which was a major perfume manufacturing plant in Elmira, New York, from 1909 to 1927. And the spooky part of it is in 1927, the entire manufacturing plant burnt to the ground, and the company basically disbanded. Um, the it was basically the Backhorn Company was like an early Avon, California perfume company. They Backhorn sold its perfumes and toiletries through door-to-door salespeople and mail order. Um, Backhorn products were sold by individuals, so it's been thought that G.W. Keaton might have been a sales agent, but then there's another resident in Elmira named G.W. Button who rebottled perfume and in Elmira, New York. So it's possible that G.W. Keaton was involved with that G.W. Button, or it could be that he was a local store owner who just bought the products and then put his own label on it. Um, or like a small company in that area. It is basically a lipstick style solid perfume inside. It does have the original solid perfume inside, and it raises up with like a little metal tab, which is the style from the 1920s, basically. Um, and it's doesn't smell good because it's very old, but it's really unique, and I was really glad to be able to get it to add to my collection.
Jennifer, is that silver thing part of or is that just a decoration there?
That's a pumpkin top. I had to zoom in because this is only about an inch and a half
Oh,
tall.
okay.
You know what would be really freaky is if the wax itself is black. Is it
No,
black
it's not.
wax?
It would be, but
Okay, I've got a few more from you,
yes.
Jennifer, so hang on.
Okay, this is Misfortunes. Misfortunes is there's a designer in Canada. His name is Micah Tremblay. He owns Art and Alchemy. He is a perfume designer, and he specializes, his inspiration is he's describes himself as Toronto, Canada's alternative fragrance house, inspired by the stage, music, and pop culture. Misfortunes is described as a floral gourmand of red velvet, blood orange, blood accord, red rose, carnation, jasmine, dragon's blood, and pink pepper. And it smells, when I smell it, it smells like a peppery blood. And it's just a great design, and he's a small indie business. And he makes the most amazing concoctions. And this was released in 2023 as a limited edition solid. And he loves the Gothic Halloween fragrances. And I've been encouraging him to become a member of the IPBA and enter. He does more perfume than solid perfume. And I've been encouraging him to join the IPBA and get involved with doing like the perfume bottle contest. Because
Jennifer, to me, when I saw this, I instantly thought of Emma Thompson's character in the Harry Potter films. You know, she
yes,
was the crazy, crazy lady, crazy
yes,
teacher
yes.
with a
And
turban.
he does all his own, he drew and designed his own labels, and he designs everything himself, which is just incredible to me. And I've encouraged him because he said, well, it's not, it's not like a fancy Estee Lauder bottle, but like I explained to him, I have perfumes that are like yours that are very small, that were from a small company that were made back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and now they're collectible. So I've tried to encourage him that way too.
Oh, good. Yes, great
He
artistry
is.
there.
He's amazing artistry.
Okay. And now your spinning wheel.
Yes. This is the 2020 Estee Lauder and Disney collaboration of the Princess Collection. It was designed by Monica Rich Kosan for Estee Lauder, and it features Disney Princess Aurora, her spinning wheel, and it is titled True Love's Kiss. It's the compact for solid perfume if you note kind of in the center, there's a line and the spinning wheel lid opens up. You can kind of see, I don't have
Over
the
here?
right there. That's where
Okay.
it opens and the lid opens up. And on the inside, it's marked True Love's Kiss and 2020. So I just thought that whole collection is really beautiful.
Yes. See, and I was thinking it was Rumpelstiltskin.
No, it's when she's doing the spinning wheel thing. I guess it pricks her finger or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'm not really good with Disney movies.
Okay. And one more for you.
Okay. All right, this is a group collection. At the very top is the spinning wheel we just talked about. Then the next one down, the Maleficent, is a 2022 Besame Cosmetics did a collaboration again with Disney. And this is the Maleficent's ring. The ring is a replica, the exact replica of the one worn by Maleficent in the original Sleeping Beauty movie. Behind the deep, dark onyx stone lies a secret. It's a black rose solid perfume. When the box is opened, if you notice around the box, that actually trifolds out like a trifold mirror and displays all original art from the original movie. And if you notice, the Poison book in the background was also a part of the release from Besame Cosmetics the same year. It's the Queen's Spellbook eyeshadow palette, and it was also part of that villains collection that was released then.
Okay.
And then next to that, that gold little pumpkin looking thing, that is wait, where's my note? I know it's 1971 Estee Lauder Youth Dew Flowering Tangerine Solid Perfume Compact. But to me, it does not look like a flowering tangerine. It looks like a pumpkin. It reminds me very much of a pumpkin that Cinderella would have. Next to that is a small perfume ring that's full of its original solid. That one, not that one. Go next to the pumpkin. It's like a gold starburst with a central rhinestone and surrounded by that one. That's
Okay.
yeah, that's also a solid perfume ring. I have never been able to find out who made it or what year it's from. The top opens up on that. It looks like it's probably 60s to me. I have no idea who made it. It's on one of my many figure out who made this lists. Behind that is an Estee Lauder white owl. That one's a 2005 Estee Lauder Beautiful Glistening Owl. And it's a white owl, and you can't see it in that picture, but it's got bright green rhinestone eyes. And it's perched like on a gold and white snow-covered tree branch. Then the black ring that's underneath Maleficent, there we go. That is a Victoria's Secret Fearless ring. They called it a fragrance ring. 2023, it was issued, and the stone on the top is like a pointed geometric kind of shape, and it was just a one-time release in 2023, and just interesting design. The acorn with the rhinestones below that is it's also Estee Lauder, 2002. And that one is designed exclusively by J. Strongwater. It's named a glistening acorn, and it has Estee Lauder Pleasures solid perfume. Inside the lid, it opens up and it says Estee Lauder. No, I'm sorry. That one says Strongwater for EL 2002 on the inside. And I know y'all don't know a lot probably about solid perfumes, but from 65 up until 2000, they were only signed on the inside with either a fragrance name or Estee Lauder. So it was very hard to date, except if you have Rosalind Gerson's book and can do it that way. But after 2000, they began putting the year inside the lids. So makes it handier to figure out when they were released. Let's see. Next to that one, the Black Cat is actually from 1993 in Estee Lauder Beautiful, and it's just called Cat. And she is a perfect witch's black cat curled up on her gold pillow, and she has rhinestones all in her bow around her neck. Next to that is the acorn. It's called the Acorn Amulet. That one's from 2004. It holds intuition as the fragrance. And that one, you can't really see it, but the top of the acorn is the stem of it has a loop to it. And it's called the Acorn Amulet because you can actually, there was a satin cord that came in the box. And so you can wear it as a necklace or that 3-leaf gold stand that it's sitting on. You can display it on that. So basically the stand is separate from the acorn itself so that you can wear it as a solid and put your perfume on or just look cute. Or you can display it on the stand. Next to the little red apple with the blue bird is also Estee Lauder Disney collaboration for the Princess Collection. It's from 2020, designed by Monica Rich-Cosin, and it features Princess Snow White's apple with a bluebird on it. It is named Just One Bite, which is what the witch said to Snow White. And so she took that bite and fell asleep. And so on the inside of the lid, it's inscribed Just One Bite 2020. And I just think that one's adorable too. Those are some of my Princess Collection ones. Next, the black pendant next to that is Estee Lauder's Night Star from 1980, full of youth dew. And in that picture, you can't tell, but it's actually on a gold necklace and has a slide with a rhinestone. So you can wear it as a necklace, and then it's like an adjustable lariat for the pendant. And then we come to the very last one, which is Peter Patches, the yellow scarecrow, very spooky Avon. Peter Patches is from 1975. He is an Avon Pen Pal Fragrance Glacé, which is another word for solid perfume. He was worn by children and has a stick pin on the back. And I have him here. And his original little price tag was $2.49. So, and that's all my spooky Halloween solid perfume.
Oh, those are fascinating stories. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank y'all.
And now we move into our final category, And these are the frightening ones. And I think you will agree with me. Joan Hermanowski, you are up.
Oh my goodness.
This is a favorite of my grandchildren. The skull is a pomander, and it's only 1 inch tall. Its origin may be Germany, circa 1580 to 1600. And the face is enameled, white and blackened teeth, and ruby eyes. The back of the skull is gold and hinged. And by removing the heart-shaped, doesn't look too hot, but it is a heart-shaped pin, it opens the two halves. And they're separated, excuse me, by an inner hinged gold plate. And each half contains 4 compartments. So it's possible to be filled with spices, herbs, and flowers to protect the owner from sickness and death.
And Joy up next, and it builds right up on this frightening guy to the frightening family of ghouls.
Welcome to the Geek House. Well, these 4 pomanders, skull pomanders, are from the 17th century. The one on the far left is gold gilt, I believe. I have not had it tested. It feels awfully heavy though, but this one, well, they all are subdivided with a hinge in between, a hinge at the bottom, but a leaf that separates the front from the back. This one, the front is open, so you would put one piece of pomander mixture in the front. The back side is divided into 6 sections, and on this particular pomander, the sections is noted on the leaf as to what substance was supposed to go into that compartment. It's just by one initial, and some of them are, could be one or another different substances, but I'm sure the owner knew. But and then in the center of this leaf, it says it has a little bee. And the bee meant balsam, which means that the substance that went in there was a paste-like affair rather than a ball of something. And that one just has a little screw at the top that holds it together. I think it originally had something else, but it has lost that, and it has a little screw that fits perfectly in there, and it works fine. The second one right next to it, this is also subdivided. This one, the front is it's a closed pomander. The rest of them all have some openings, but this one, the eyes do not go into they're just darkened to look black. So it's a single closed compartment on the front with a hinged cover. And then the back of the skull has just two compartments. That's probably the least that I've seen on any compartment, but it's considered a closed pomander. The next one, there's one like this in the British Museum, I believe. The finial at the top is an hourglass, and that, of course, goes along with some information on pomanders that they were used for protection. There was no medicine at that time, and so you had substances inside of them that protected you from whatever illnesses you want to avoid. Hourglass is an indication of time passes, and we know we're all going to die someday, but that's just an indication. On this particular pomander, the eyes are open on the front to the inside, so there's one section just by itself, and it would have just a ball of pomander substance. Substances could be any kind of spices mixed together, depending. Each one would supposedly protect you from a different disease. the back is divided into 6 compartments. And so you had places in there for 7 different types of protection. The final one on the right-hand side, which is my favorite. Well, I know for certain that this came out of one particular collection, the Bernal collections. Mr. Bernal was a collector extraordinaire. It took, gosh, I can't remember how many days to get through the auction for all of his collection. He collected everything. I mean, he didn't. Not only did he collect things like this, he collected, lamps and furniture and just everything. But it took like, I think I read 2.5 to 3 weeks to auction all of his collectibles off. In the catalog from his collection, which you can find that online. And
Joyce, when was his collection auctioned off?
It was in the late 1800s, about in the 1880s, I think, or could have been a little bit earlier than that. But
what size are those approximately?
They're only about an inch tall. They're all pretty small. The reason I know that this came out of that collection is the description in the catalog. And this is a very special one because there's the leaf in the center has an inscription on both sides. And I'll read it to you. It says, "If you alive when I am dead, 'tis true whate'er to you I said. Though I spoke in vain, this ends my pain." And I can't imagine that particular saying would have been something that what everybody was saying. This was personal. And the one in the catalog had the same saying. And it described it with it has a cross finial at the top, as you can see there. And I believe it described that too. So I believe that I'm fairly certain that this came out of that collection. I don't know who else had it before that. And after that, I don't know for 1 or 2 people had it after that. But it's now in my collection. And I've enjoyed collecting pommanders for quite a number of years. I started out with perfume bottles and became intrigued when I found my first one, which was actually a fake. I mean, it was not a fake, but it was a later adaptation. But then I found another one that I was definite on, and it was pictured in one of Launert's books on perfume and scent bottles. And so I knew it was real. And that just kind of started everything. And so I've been collecting pomanders for quite a number of years now.
When you say leaf, what do you mean? Is it like a piece of metal that separates them, or?
Yes, the same metal that it's made out of, silver in the case of all of these. And it's hinged at the bottom. It's hinged along with the hinge. It's it's a 5-part hinge, 5-lugged hinge, I should say. Okay. So that some of the hinges control the opening and closing of the pomander, and the other hinge allows the leaf to go back and forth on it.
It looks like the very, very, very early predecessor of a solid perfume, because the way they open with the hinges and putting the natural elements.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. These are, like I said, 17th century, the 1600s, and they made them before that too. Some of the ones I've got some from the earlier earlier era. Not too many of the skulls were made at that time. A lot of those early ones were the taller, subdivided into sections that look like an orange that open up. And earlier they were just one big ball without any compartment, just the interior compartment that screwed off in different ways.
Joyce, I had read where the pomanders were first mentioned in literature in the mid 13th century, so they really went back far.
Yes.
And they were used through the 17th century, so they had a decent history.
Yes, they did. Yeah, they went back into the Middle Ages. Pomanders did, because, as I said, started out there was no medicine at that time. You were on your own, and so they created their own in their own mind. These things would help protect them, and sometimes. With pomanders, they came in different shapes too, not just the skulls, as you've seen with Jones and mine. They came in shapes of different animals, apples, and each figure seemed or would help to protect you from something. They were all symbolic.
And actually, just carrying them were supposed to be a protection. You didn't have to open them.
Yes, you didn't have to open them. And as with some of these that are closed compartments, you didn't really have to sniff it. It was all the symbolism of you were carrying this with you and it protected you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joan, I have a question for you. We heard that Joyce's sizes here are about an inch, maybe a little bit higher. How tall is yours?
Mine, I said, was 1 inch tall.
Okay, I missed that. That was 1 inch too.
Yes.
Okay, so that fits very easily into the palm of your hand, into a pocket, a sleeve, into a glove, into a woman's glove.
And they're so small that they're rather difficult to open, to unscrew. And then there's the inner compartment that you have to open if you want it either side.
Yeah.
So I think they all decided it was easy to carry it.
Yeah. 1 inch tall, that the entire item, top to bottom, is 1 inch. Those little compartments must be really, really small.
Yeah.
If you had 6 compartments, it's like a toothpick size drop.
Mine had 4 on each side. And they are tiny, yes.
Yeah, they're quite small.
Okay. Well, if you're not frightened enough by ruby eyes or a family with a spider in the background, get ready to be frightened by Marie. Oops, the evil eye. Sorry, this is the evil eye. This is Dawn. Marie is lurking in the background.
Yes. Nothing creepy about mascara that comes in a coffin shape with an eye on the front. And to make it even better, this is a Clairol mascara. And it actually came in a box that was black, that had a little round window cut out of the center, which just showed the eye. So, you're thinking, okay, mascara, it's for your eyes. Then you pull it out, it's like, geez, funeral makeup. It opens up into 2 parts where you have a little brush that you can pull out. And then there's the solid mascara that you would rub the brush on and use it. But it's even better when you open the thing out and lay it on the table. It just looks like it's going to get up and crawl away. It's just the strangest little thing. I'm guessing it's probably 30s, 40s. And to me, it's one of those things it's a marketing thing, and you think, didn't anybody look at this and go, wait a minute, that's a little strange. But that's why I got it, because it was a little weird.
Where did you find it?
Oh gosh, I've had this forever. I have no idea. Yeah, because I collect primarily perfume bottles, but I like anything that's a little weird. And so I actually have 4 of these.
Wow.
But 2 of them have the eye, and then Clara also made something called a touch-up stick, which I think was actually for using on your hair, because it has a little crayon in it. Same coffin shape, but it has a woman's head instead of the eye. So,
Wow. All right. All right, Don, we're ready for Marie.
okay. Yes, wonderful Marie. Um, it's just one of those things. Whenever I see a disembodied head, I think of Marie Antoinette. So that's why she's called Marie. I've called her that. This is a Czech perfume bottle. And it's also odd when you think, here she is, she's waiting at the guillotine. Um, and then, we know what comes next. So again, not weird that you would have a perfume bottle that sits on its stopper. The black part at the bottom is the stopper. And
Uh-oh.
so, you pick up this disembodied head, pull it off, and dab on what was inside. It's yeah, there's Marie. Marie has also been around for an awfully long time. Couldn't resist her.
And we can thank John Almendinger for the graphics behind.
Yes.
That's
Actually, when you look at her straight on, she's kind of creepy too, but
Yeah.
She really does look like a Marie, Marie
yeah,
Antoinette.
she really does. If you look up portraits of Marie Antoinette, you'll find her with similar looks.
Yes.
Only she usually has
Is
her
she
body.
really that purple?
No, she's actually more of a lavender color.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Again, it's the head thing and somebody looking at me. I was nope.
Mm-hmm.
It's even scarier is that when Don sent me this, it was like, yes, I got it right away. And I'm writing about a guillotine, but I needed to make sure I spelled it right. Originally, I had one L, but checking it out with Google, found out there is a song from the 1780s about the guillotine. And if you check it out, you can see just the lyrics or you can listen to it. But, it's a song to the guillotine. Hooray. Look, they're showing the head. There's John's guillotine. This is like, oh my goodness, a song from the 1780s.
How
So
entertainment
yes,
changes over time.
we have created the theme for Halloween, going from scary and spooky to frightening. But I gotta say, I gotta end it on a cute note.
No.
Ah.
Yes, we all, there's witches, there's black cats. These are 2 little solids. And the, black cat with its arched back, how typical is that for Halloween? That is only about the size, diameter wise of a nickel. And the cat is actually metal on the top of it. No markings on it. But the witch, lovely though she is actually a little smaller in diameter than the other one.
I'll be down in a few minutes.
And the witch is French. She's marked on the bottom, but she has absolutely beautiful painting on her. And that, she may be a witch, but she has the nice little Cupid's bow lips. And so
I am like turning green with envy right now. Yeah, the bottom marking on the witch,
yes,
does it say Crusade, France?
it says made in France
Oh,
on
okay.
the bottom. Yes.
You may have that witch, maybe something called a Baghdad, Eduardo Baghdad.
I've got Baghdad's.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, and
Don.
the Baghdad's, I have her a little different. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
because
have. I have numerous little solids with heads.
Oh,
But she fit
Dawn.
in nicely to this one.
Dawn. You're killing me. Can you please send me pictures, or I don't, I guess I can reach out to you. Well, I have my Facebook group. They're constantly looking for different solid perfumes, and we do it as education. It's not a,
Mhm.
I mean, you can sell them if you want to, but don't do it. Call me first.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Please, please.
Sure. Yeah, just send me like a text message or
Okay,
you
I
know
can do. How do
or
Barbara, you're
or
gonna have to tell me how to do that.
okay. Well,
I
just
know you don't want to tell everybody your phone number or something, but
no, but everyone knows
But
my
you can look it
email if
up in
they've got
the
the directory.
directory.
It's in the
okay,
directory.
IPBA directory. Okay, I
Yeah.
can do that.
So email works also.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Thank
we'll
you
get
so
it back. I'll get it back in touch with you,
Sorry,
Jen.
I didn't mean to drool so much, y'all.
Yeah.
Here.
It's a very common occurrence here.
Oh,
So everyone, thank you for spending this IPBA day with us all, and happy Halloween
happy
to
Happy
everyone.
Halloween. Yes.
Hey, don't forget this. After this, I'll take this screen down and we can see each other and chat some more.
Happy Halloween.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you so much.
See
I
you.
Bye.
want to know.
Farewell, everybody.